Hello and welcome back to another video. In this video I'll be going over my project 4 where I wrapped up the Purdue Statewide game and the Star Valley game and got them both packaged. So that's two packaged games for this project done. So real quick I'm going to go over what I did to help finish off the Purdue game. So the final few things that needed to be done was the main menu, the pause menu, and to debug to get it to package. I more so focused on the pause menu. I helped a little bit with the main menu, but Parker more so took care of that. So with the pause menu, me and Parker, we got it to where all the buttons, here I'll pull it up real quick, do what they're supposed to do in any case. Yeah, these buttons here. Um, we have these buttons linked up to actually what they're supposed to open, so the functionality of the pause menu is all finished. This is the code that we got going on for it. Um, Parker used these little dispatchers that I didn't really understand, so I needed his help a little bit to help learn more about these, and he helped me with that. And I got the this line of code to create the links widget that I made so people can still apply to locations without beating the game, and that all works now. And I also changed up the design of the pause menu a little bit because we didn't need that text box for the score and the text box for the thing that shows you how many pieces you have. So I got rid of those and pushed down the buttons here a little bit to frame things a little bit easier. And then Parker took care of the main menu stuff. Basically, he got it to where there's like an animation or material that he made that kind of scrolls through the images on top of a train. I helped him with the design a little bit there, but he took care of all the functionality for it. And then there was one big outstanding error. Basically, there was this get HUD function within an interface. It was within this interface, I believe. Yeah, it was this right here. It was this get HUD thing, and it used to be called get HUD, and for some reason, because it was called get HUD, I think it's because there's already get HUD functions within Unreal Engine, so Unreal Engine was having an error looking at that and extracting what we needed from that within some blueprints that we had. So I just simply changed the name to get the HUD, and I set up everything the same, deleted the old one, and linked it all up, and it fixed the error. So it wasn't too hard of a fix, but it was a very simple one to where it took me a while to figure out what it was. But that's kind of what it was. There was three errors that went along with it. I can't remember word for word exactly what they were, but it fixed all three. Um, so that was the main fix that I did for the debugging part, and that seemed to fix all the warnings and errors for the game, and I got it packaged. And I'll show you the packaged game real quick to show you that it works. I won't be playing through the whole game, but that's the packaged game that I got going on. And it pops up just fine. That's the main menu that he fixed and got going on. Just credits, everything works. We changed those buttons to back on some things instead of main menu because I reused those key press things, those instructions for the pause menu as well. But as you can see, everything works fine. My game's lagging a little bit because I have so many things running, but everything works as intended. And you can, in fact, leave the game. I'll show you the functionality of this pause menu real quick. So that takes you back to the main menu if you want to. This pulls up the list of things that you can apply to, and the links all work. And that was that instructions thing I was talking about. And you can resume it. In this case, we're going to leave the game. But yeah, that's the packaged game for that, all taken care of, and that game done. So this is the other game that I helped finish up. So there was there was some issues with having warnings pop up with packaged game, and that's why the professor gave us this game. From my understanding, Parker got that all taken care of, so I kind of just went in and helped optimize some things with Parker and helped change a little bit of things that weren't exactly perfect in the game, helped spruce things up a little bit. For example, there was a an issue with backing out of the rhythm game, and I'll have to show you that real quick. Rhythm game plugin content. Yeah, this. Okay, so this was the main rhythm game issue that I found when playing through. I did a lot of play testing as well for this project just to see if there was any errors that I could find, anything I could help spruce up. And there was no way to exit this rhythm game. This rhythm game acts as another level, so they do have a system where you can pause and exit the game that way. But whenever you go into this rhythm game, since it's another level, you can't pause and you can't exit the software at all or the game, so you'd have to manually exit through windows and stuff. So I added a back button here that just sends you back to the world, and you'll be able to leave the game and everything that way again. So that was the first fix that I did. I also went around and I changed some of the widgets a little bit for the mini games and how they worked and all that stuff. So for the mini games, the main thing I did was I changed it to where you have to at least try to complete the game to unlock the medallion. The jigsaw one is would be the easiest way to show this. So I changed all that by going into this jigsaw here mainly, and I did this for the other mini games too. So basically, I disconnected this set puzzles open from this casted journal audio instant, and I've instead plugged it up to this set visibility, and I have it on a delay for this piece placed. So basically, it waits until the game is over, or at least tries, yeah, at least the game has been tried to been played to go through the whole process of actually setting the visibility of these medallions. It was on this back button at first, which is why you could just open up the mini game and quit the game to let the visibility spawn in. This we aren't really using anymore, but that was a test that I was running through. I also, off of a Parker's suggestion, I changed this toggle visibility because it used to be on toggle, which caused a little bit of lag and some other small errors or warnings, and instead set it to visibility and ran through and changed all those here and plugged everything right so it could optimize everything a little bit better for all that. And then for the widgets here, I changed it to where there's a complete puzzle to unlock a music medallion text that tells the player that you need to actually at least try to play through and complete this puzzle to beat the game, or not beat it, but to unlock the medallion. And I did that for all the mini games widgets here, including this memory game. But I did that for all the mini games here. I did it for the quiz as well. Open up this real quick. Added a complete quiz to unlock the music medallion. I also added that to the matching card game as well. But that's a separate level, so I'd have to open a separate level to show that. Um, the final few things that I did was I helped run through the game a lot and find errors and help Parker work through them. There was a few warnings and errors for getting nulls on a bunch of stuff, um, and Parker helped me figure those out. Basically, it was just we had to uh, get use a get function for certain variables instead of just well, they had the get function plugged into things, but for certain variables, but we changed it to a validated get to where it would actually fix those errors and those problems, and it would also help optimize things a little bit better. But that's the probably the biggest things that I've done for this project. Ran through a lot, helped find errors and help work through those errors with Parker. He'll probably have a video that explains those a little bit better. Um, and I ran through and optimized the actual gameplay a little bit because I was thinking in terms of psychology for the player. It wouldn't make a whole lot of sense just for you to go into a mini game and then quit and then instantly get a reward. You want to actually have to earn that reward. So now we have it set to where you have to go through the actual game, and then on a delay, it then will give you that reward being the medallion. And that's how I kind of thought through that whole psychological way for the this game. And for that Purdue game, it was a big process because since I was part of this process the entire time, being the team lead, I mainly wanted to really focus on being reward heavy and also being able to teach the player by using fun games and enticing players to stick around by having an interactive HUD and all that. Obviously, I didn't make all of this. I had a great team that helped me do this. Um, but that was mainly the my thought process with trying to think as a player. I like to try to think as a player when trying to make these games, and I think that helps with making the game more fun and interactable and interesting, and help trying to find bugs and fix those bugs. But that's basically what I did for these projects, and I got them packaged, and they seem to work. And that will be the end of the video. So thanks for all your time, and have a great rest of your day.